So when I went to NAMM, I met Trevor and Lisa from Sontronics. We had a really great chat. And whilst I was at the booth, I signed up for a competition to win a microphone, to win a Sontronics STC-3X. And I didn't really think anything about it until I got an email at the back end of last week telling me that I'd won. So I thought it would be fun to do a bit of an unboxing. Never done an unboxing before. I also thought it would be fun because they sent me a massive package. The STC-3X is about this big. I've got a box the size of a Neve 8424, or at least the width of it. So let's get it out. I've got my trusty knife here. So just going to open this packaging. Something like that, without cutting myself, hopefully. I might need that later on. Okay, what have we got in here? There's definitely more than a microphone, first of all. So I'm going to put this on the floor. We have got the STC-3X in black, because black's clearly the best color. It suits my soul. What else have we got in here? These guys are awesome. Look at this. I have at home a desktop mic stand, and it is terrible. So I'm totally stoked to have this as well. Thank you very much, guys. Like, it's amazing. So should we get these out and set them up? I think we're going to need something to put the microphone on first. So let's do the stand first. And there we go. Okay, so we've got the stand. So one kind of big unit for this. There we go. This feels really good quality. Way better than my current desktop mic stand. So is that, guessing that kind of under, oh, there we go, yeah, kind of goes that way. There's a good spring to it. Great, good stuff. There are instructions, but I don't tend to follow those. And then in this box, we've got the table mount. So let's mount that on my table just here. I'm very glad I set this table up now. And it's going to go that way around. So it's just standard table mount. But again, feels quite good quality. That's what you're supposed to do when you do an unboxing video, right? You comment on the quality of everything. There we go. And we'll screw that on. Excuse my wobbly table. Good stuff. And then we've also got these bits here, which I'm assuming help this attach somehow. I'm going to need the instructions, aren't I? I wanted to check what these bits did. I checked the manual eventually. These will allow you to mount that mic stand to the desk. So this stuff kind of goes through the desk. So for me at home, that's going to be really useful because I don't like how my current stand is actually mounted, and I wish I had a way to mount it through the desk. So that's going to be awesome. It means I can pull the microphone towards me when I'm filming things. Great. Awesome. So let's get rid of this for a moment. And yeah, we can just use these to adjust, I believe, the tension. And that will come across like that. And then Lovely. Very, very nice. So I'm going to position this in this position here for now. Great, and it stays. Okay, so next up, let's take a look at the meat of this video. The thing we all wanted to win at NAMM, the Sontronics STC-3X. One of my favorite things about Sontronics, and something that we've benefited from before, is the lifetime warranty on all of their microphones. So if something does go wrong, which it's happened once in the, I don't know, about 13 years I've been using Sontronics products, if your microphone goes wrong, you can always send it over to Sontronics and they will fix it for you and send it back. And it's a great service, and they're so good over there. So first of all, we've got our pop filter. I do get annoyed by small pop filters, and this one's a really nice size. You want it kind of almost face-sized for a big face person like myself. You may have seen me also pull out some literature before. So we've got some product guides, a sticker which will be going on my Pelly case, and also our shock mounting instructions as well, which if you've never mounted a shock mount before, it's always a good thing to have. Handily though, the shock mount, if we get it the right way up, does come pre-assembled, which is really, really good. There's nothing worse than kind of having to, the first time you're excited to get your microphone out and you have to kind of go and start putting these on, and it is a bit fiddly to do these things usually. That's good. Really like the black mount as well. It feels really nice. It's kind of like a coated mount. It's cool. Spare elastic, just in case one of them dies. Really good to have. And then in this box here, we've got, first of all, a lovely Sontronics XLR cable. Good stuff. Feels nice. And finally, we have got Sontronics case. And in our bag here, the microphone itself. So I'm going to open this up. There we go. And then slide this out. So we've got our carry case there if you're going to take it anywhere. And then the Sontronics STC-3X. These are really cool microphones. I've used them before. One of the nice things about microphones like this is that you get a range of polar patterns, you get a range of attenuation, and you've also got a low cut or variable low cut switch on them as well. So we've got currently set to 0 dB. We've got our attenuation switch here. So we can go -10 just there, or -20 if we've got some particularly loud sounds. These make really cool drum overheads. I've used them in Blumlin configuration as well for room mics, which is a really cool application. Speaking of Blumlin, on the back you've got your polar pattern selection. So currently it's in cardioid, and then over to the left we've got figure of 8. So if we're doing our Blumlin configuration, and we've got omnidirectional on the right. So we'll go for cardioid for now. And then finally, back on the front, we've got our low cut switch. So currently it's set to flat, so no low cut. And then we've got varying increments that we can do that on. And I'm sure it'll tell me in the manual what those cuts are at. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark and say 80 and 100. Shall I fact check that? I'm going to fact check that. I was so close with my guess on the low cut function. It is linear, 75 hertz, and 150 hertz. So they're your roll-offs that you can get on that. Let's get this on the stand now. So first things first, I'm going to just put this back in the box for a moment so that it doesn't roll off and damage it. That would be pretty terrible. And I'm going to mount this on my stand. So we'll take off the thread adapter, and then we're going to pop this on here. And is this going to require some twisting? Yes, it is. So the threads on the mic stand are fixed. There we go. I've got that on now. I can kind of just spin it around. This is why we always mount shock mounts before you put the microphones in them. My students could learn a thing or two here. And I'm going to bring that down a little bit, and we'll pop that just there. And that's going to probably bring this to about the right level. So I've moved the mic stand that way so that I can actually talk to you. Right, let's get this microphone mounted. We can probably get rid of some of this as well now. There we go. So the microphone goes into the shock mount like so. So the pop shield mounts to the shock mount using this little bit here. So if you want to use the pop shield, usually it's going to be best to have your microphone facing towards this part of the shock mount, and that feels pretty good there. I could probably go a little bit closer in if I wanted to. Something like that. And now we can talk into the microphone and it's going to work, or it will do when we've put our cable in as well. I didn't show you this before, but there are some handy cable management clips on the top of this stand, and a little tray or trough that you can position the cable in. These are really good. These are actually some of my favorite little clips that I've seen on a microphone stand. That's so neat and tidy. That's lovely. And then we can route it down the back as well. And these all move up and down. So depending on your cable or where you want to run your cable off to, you can kind of clip it in the right place for yourself. That's lovely. I'm going to just twist that back into position now. So I'm currently running this microphone through our Neve 1073 OPX and our Neve 8424 mixing desk into Pro Tools, and the sound you're hearing now is my voice through the Sontronics STC-3X. And yeah, I think these microphones sound great, particularly for the amount they cost. It's a great microphone. So that's it for my first ever unboxing of a microphone. All that remains to be said is thank you again to Sontronics. I did not expect to win the competition or win the microphone, but I'm absolutely chuffed to have it, and I'm going to be using it pretty much every day from now on.